Smart me decided I'd go ahead and hook the water back up because it wasn't supposed to get down to freezing.
I can see why they call this Peace River. It is beautiful and peaceful.
Give a girl a little privacy, come on.
Bah, bah, bah. Oh, that stinks now.
I wasn't paying attention. Why didn't you guys tell me? We're here at Peace River still. It is Saturday, and I think this is kind of the calm before the storm. It's supposed to get down to 27 degrees. Today's high was 60. That was at noon, and then the temperature started dropping and the wind started coming in. So, yeah, it's supposed to get down pretty cold. See if we can look at some of these trees. They're blowing pretty good. They were blowing harder a little while ago. The flag was going crazy a little bit ago. It keeps getting wound up. Ashley's got her fake clam tied down. Hopefully it'll stay. Motorcycle's going to get a little dirty. See if we can get Willie to take care of business before it gets too late. And then I disconnected our water. I disconnected the water, and Willie's going to bark because there's another dog over there. So just in case, I got our water disconnected. We got full tanks, so we're going to make sure nothing freezes up on our hoses and stuff. There's dogs running around. Quit being a jerk. So anyway, we got the batten down the hatches a little bit, got some stuff pushed up underneath, starting to sprinkle. We had a couple days that were frosty earlier in the week when we woke up, a little frost on the tent and the pickup and stuff, but nothing too bad. So we'll see how the 27 degrees comes tomorrow. Well, it's 27 degrees, 26, 27, depending on which thermometer we look at. There's no frost this morning. It was actually frostier a couple days last week. So 27 today, high is supposed to be up to 50. That breeze is chilly. Had it not been from the dogs, I wouldn't have even had to come outside. So, but yeah, it's got a little bit of a breeze. Flags flying a little bit, but not too bad. Nothing froze up. So I think we'll just stay inside and keep warm today. 26 degree weather in Florida. Peace River. Crazy. Supposed to come here for the heat, right?
So I walked into that store. It changed well. I really put a price on that. Reclaim the free art that works at the condition store.
Ooh. A little frostier this morning than yesterday, according to my little thermometer that I have set on the tire there. It got down to 21 degrees, and it wasn't supposed to get down to 30, according to the weather report. So, smart me yesterday decided I'd go ahead and hook the water back up because it wasn't supposed to get down to freezing overnight, or just barely to freezing. So we woke up this morning and we're froze up. I'm not sure if it's froze up at the... Yeah, that's a little froze up too. So hopefully we didn't damage anything. Might have screwed up the gauge on my pressure gauge again, but that's not too hard to change. I just flipped it over to the pump, and everything's fine inside. Everything's warm inside. All the lines and everything are all okay. It's just that outside faucet that froze. So yeah, well, that's what you get for trusting the weatherman, right? Anyway, I got to get Willie out and let him do his morning business and do my morning routine of letting all the dogs out. Hey, cold, huh? A little cold. We got frost on the V4 tent. Bicycles are inside there though. The furnace ran good. No wind this morning though, that's kind of nice. Good job, buddy. Good job. Hi. Hey, you excited? You excited? Careful, don't slip on the ice. Hey, Laurel's turn. Give a girl a little privacy, come on. What do you think? What do you think? It's cold out here, isn't it? You ready to go back in? Come on. I'm cold. Let's go inside. Cold out here. Hold on. There you go. Time to warm up. Get the coffee going for Ashley. Talk when it gets warmer.
I get on the bike, and I'm going to take you around and show you a couple things. When we got here, there was a lot more people at the campground, but it's been steadily kind of thinning out, and so you'll see that there are some sites that are nice and wide open, like ours, and then you have some sites that have some trees that are right above, or even some sites that have trees right in the middle that you have to work around. So it's one of those things that when you get here, check your site, check above you, and if you don't like it, they've been really good about moving people, because we've had 2 Class A's pull into this site. Yeah, and those branches, they're not all little wispy branches. I mean, there's some pretty good hefty branches. And we had one guy in a Class A. He pulled in about 9:30 at night, and it was one of those tag axle big boys, and he was just scraping, and he stayed overnight, and then, matter of fact, he got up in his roof and was kind of like trying to move the branches off, but anyway, he moved the next day. I probably wouldn't have even tried it, but anyway, just watch where you're going. My recommendation. But let's go take a look around. Come on. So we are in the B aisle, which is Blue Jay, I think. So basically the names start with the letter of your site. So we're B45, and the side over, or the aisle over, is A for alligator. Yeah, so we're Blue Jay. I did want to show you right at the end. Perch. So right at the end of our aisle is the Peace River. These sites would be really nice. So like P82. Look at that. birds just hanging out and fishing. I can see why they call this Peace River. It is beautiful and peaceful, and this would be nice to have a site on this side, but they've got some great nature trails to walk along, even if you don't back up to this site and you're in more of the, busier area. It's still a great place to take your dogs for a walk, like these fine people. See if I can not fall. And that's the entrance to one of the nature walks. And then this aisle is catfish for sea. Look at that. I mean, you've got some pretty nice spots behind on catfish. So there's some good options here. And then some are a little bit more crowded. This is all the partial hookups because this area is prone to flooding. So it's got power and water, but no sewer. I think they need to arrange their trash pickup a little more often. Because they've only got like 2 trash areas, and that's one of them. So, just know, they need to schedule that a little bit better. Because trash is going to be blowing everywhere. Blech. So this is the area with hookups. And you're going to have a little bit more congestion. There's going to be quite a few more that are seasonal or long-term. Everybody has little signs in their window, like this one's October 1st. So obviously I'm going to guess here year-round. And then I've seen some that are like April. So those are seasonal. So there's one that's seasonal, April 1st. And then you have some of the short-termers that are just the 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But these are the ones with the hookups. And then we also had recommendations to not get the ones on this back row because these back to a pretty busy road. And it can get really loud. And I heard that traffic is like 24 hours a day. So, and I've heard some pretty big trucks using their Jake brakes going down, and it gets a little loud. So, I think if I stayed here, when we stay here again, because I'd like to stay here again, I'm going to request just the partial hookups. I think that would be my number one.
Well, I had a male like that. That was green.
Because the full hookups get a little congested. One thing about this park that is disappointing is there is no dog park. And this is one of the places that has probably the most people out walking dogs that I've seen. And so, I mean, there's plenty of places to walk your dog, so it's great, but just know there's no off-leash dog park, and there is not an off-leash dog park anywhere nearby that I could find. So if you know of one that's within, even an hour, let me know. Drop a comment down below, because we'd love to come back to this place. Look at that rig. Man, that's a good-looking rig. Woo-hoo. Remember I was talking about the big Class A that moved from beside us? Yeah, that's it, right there. That one didn't fit so well beside us. Again, all these are back along the river. Pretty nice. I think they even got their deck out. See? That's the way to go. They got their deck out. I mean, I could handle that. And then the river meanders to the right, and then you have just kind of a, we'll just call it a jungle behind you over here. But see, again, plenty of space in between the campers. I mean, especially for 1,000 trails, it's quite spacious. Especially on this lower section here, the partial hookups. Definitely has thinned out, which makes it kind of nice. Hey, look at that rig. You got all kinds to your 1,000 trails. And in the summer, I mean, look at these. How nice would these be when it's hot? All that. You got some really nice shade. Pickleball. That little guy. And then this is a quiet little section over here. Some of the concrete and roads are leave a little to be desired. Woohoo! But they've got all kinds of nice walking paths. That's the Palm Loop Trail. And it takes you in the back, and see, they're walking in the Palm Loop Trail. I'll probably walk Laurel there here in a little bit. And then I believe this is where they just keep the storage. They just have some boat and storage because there's no meters on these or anything like that. And then yesterday when I took Laurel for a walk, we actually came out up here to the right by the other trash dumpsters. But we were gone for, I think it was like a 1.5 mile little loop. We did a couple of the loops. We did the Palm Trail loop and the Orange Grove loop. So that's the Orange Grove Loop Trail, and that'll take you into the woods. But they're nice and developed, and you can actually even ride your bicycle in there. But I think I'll just come back and take Laurel for a ride. Walk, not a ride. She does not ride the bike. I could probably teach her to run alongside the bike, but not right now because she's way too reactive, and if she saw another dog, she would pull me over. But we're working on that, like I said in a previous video. Any tips you can give me for dog training for reactive dogs would be appreciated. So there's the entrance, and you come in and you park along the curb, and then you have to go in to the office. I'm going to go in the exit because I have a bicycle. Look at that. I'm not even speeding. 9 miles an hour. 9 miles an hour. Almost like I planned it. And this is one of the 2 dump stations that I've seen. They got that. And then that guy is the Honey Wagon. And you have to schedule your Honey Wagon pump out, but they do offer 1 free Honey Wagon pump out each week you're here. And if you need more than 1 pump out during the week or weeks that you're here, more than 1 per week, then anything extra is $15 per pump out. But you need to schedule at least a day in advance. I went early this morning, well, early for me, 9 o'clock. And they were already sold out Monday and Tuesday, which I had a feeling they would be sold out Monday, but so our pump out is scheduled for Wednesday, which should be fine. And if it's not, we'll figure something out. No big deal. But look at this. Pretty nice. Nice wide streets and all that. It's not bad. Ooh, look at that. So here at Peace River, we do not have full hookups. We have partial hookups. And so they send out the honey wagon one time a week for free. So today is that day. We're not going to show you the whole thing because nobody needs to see that. But thought I'd show you how it does. You get a little sign in your window, and then he gets going, and then he just starts to fill the tank. I took a picture or a little video of how full our black tank was. It was 98% full. But, you know the cool thing was? 98% full, and it didn't smell at all. So thank you, Liquified. And I know you guys see a lot of commercials and RVers talking about Liquified, but we use it. We bought it, and that's all we use. And I tell you what, 98% and no smell, I'm good with that. So we use Liquified, and you can actually get a discount by using our code, and Scott will put it right down here. Oh, that stinks now. Ah. Wow. What a beautiful day. Beautiful day to get a pump out. I'm just having way too much fun. So needless to say, you'll see my hair's wet. This morning, when I checked the tanks, I'm like, "Urgh." So I actually went up to the bathhouse to use the facilities, and I got my shower in there. And, you know, it was a decent bathhouse. It wasn't, oh, my hair is beautiful. My whole life is a bad hair day, guys. It's just what it is. But the bathhouse, it was not bad. It was clean, which is what matters to me. And they actually had individual stalls. So we are in the shower house, which is just adjacent to the laundry room. Look at this. We got individual shower stalls. There is a little bench. Shower. And then you have individual commodes. Not bad. Not bad. I really should not have the viewfinder on while I'm talking to you guys, because then I just get distracted by my hair. But anyway. Scott's going to be editing this going, what the heck is she just going on and on about? Sorry. It's real life, kids. But I like this place. And I think if we booked it again, I would do the same thing. Booking the non-full hookup, because I really like it down this way. And it's a little more space in between the RVs, and you have a little bit more openness. And you're closer to the river and the nature walks. But I would schedule, when we get here or shortly thereafter, like, I don't know, 5 days. Let's go ahead and schedule the honey wagon so that we're not running it to 98%. So Anyway, now I'm going to go put a little makeup on this face. Or maybe not, because I don't think I'm doing anything or going anywhere. I'm just talking to you guys, and you guys get to see the real me. But, blah, blah, blah. Well, and I think he's done. I think that was about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Pretty easy peasy. So now he's going to go on to the next. Here at Peace River, they do those complimentary pump outs Monday through Friday. And they did say that Mondays and Fridays were the busiest. So today's Wednesday. So, tell the people, how do you get a pump out with a macerator pump?
There is a cap on the back that you have to pull, and it goes through.
Oh, good. So it worked out good?
It worked out just fine.
Good.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
He's going to go wash his hands.
Hey guys, any of you ever seen this flat out QuicksTrike that's supposed to help keep your tires from getting punctured? So a friend of ours, Roy, actually recommended it. So we're going to give it a try. I've never used it before. It says that for a fat tire, it says you need 10 to 16 ounces. So this is a 32 ounce bag, so I think it'll work for both the front and the back. And let's see, it says rotate the valve stem so it's near 3 o'clock. So we'll get that about 3 o'clock. And you can see it, look at the valve stem there at 3 o'clock. Do not remove the cap. Pull on the disc on the top of the cap until the hose extends. We're doing the, oh, look, there is a hose in there. All right. Till the hose extends. Tug gently to remove the disc from the end of the hose. Use the tool on the bottom of the disc to remove the valve core. Okay? Look at that, there's a valve core removing tool. Now these have pressure in the tire, so I don't know if you can see the tire here. I'll turn you a little bit. Now my fingers have goo on them from this. Alright, we got the core out. Attach the hose to the valve stem and squeeze the bag to install the sealant. Well, we'll let that all, yeah, we lost the bead, everything popped out. We'll put that on the valve stem. Now, I guess we squeeze this in about half of it. Ooh, don't go too fast, it's starting to leak. So guys, we are not sponsored by this. This is something we got off of Amazon because our friend mentioned it to us. So we're giving it a try. And we haven't had any tire problems yet on the bikes, but figured it was worth trying out anyway. All right, we got that in there. We'll put the valve stem back in and fill the tire back up. See how that works. So, however, I will put a link to our Amazon store, and if you purchase this stuff through our Amazon store, we do get a slight little kickback. So we are not sponsored. We don't have any real sponsorships for anything, but we do put links for our Amazon stores, and there's a few companies that have given us some affiliate links, so you get a discount. So let's see here. And like this Innov tire pressure thing that was sent to us to test out. We've used it. I did a little video on it, and it actually works really good. So I'm going to set this at 15 psi and go. And just like that, we're at 15. So we'll see how that stuff works. Like I said, our friend said it worked really good. He hasn't had any flats since they've used it. So we'll see if it helps. If we keeps us from getting any flat tires as we're riding these things around. So I'm gonna put the rest of this in the rear, and then I got another bag. I'll do the same thing on mine, and we'll let you know, well, if we have any problems with them, we'll let you know when we have problems. And if I remember, you know, in a few months, if we haven't had problems, we'll talk about that. Oh, that's not good. My bead popped off there. So I guess I'm gonna have to actually let the air back out there and get the bead back in there right. So let's hopefully not lose all the fluid out of this by letting the air pressure out slowly. That could be ugly. Might be doing this a second time. I wasn't paying attention. Why didn't you guys tell me that this was bulging out up here? Hopefully all that stuff was sitting in the bottom. There we go. All right, let's try this again here. All right, got that back on. We'll get this back on. Real life, guys. Real life. Get that bead back in there. And we'll try this again. This time I'll hold this in place where it belongs here, maybe. There we go. Bead's where it's supposed to be. Now it's where it's supposed to be. We're good. Front's done. We'll flip to the back and I'll do the back, but it's going to be the same principle as the front, so I'm not going to show you all that. But like I said, check it out. Amazon store. There'll be a link. Let us know if you've tried it, what you think of it, if it works or not, or if it's just a waste of money. Leave us a comment and let us know that. And hey, if you want to help us out, we got a bunch of stuff in our Amazon store. And like I said, just going to the Amazon store and looking at what we've got in there, that helps us out. We get a little tiny kickback off of anything that you buy from our Amazon store. It's not much and your price stays the same. But anyway, if you want to check out our Amazon store, go look there before you make any purchases. We might have it in there and that'll help us out. So appreciate it. I'm going to get the back one done on here and then get my bike up here and get it done. Well, we've had just about all the different weather here at Peace River. We woke up this morning to rain and wind. And
yeah, yesterday it was, what, darn near 80 degrees.
Right. It was nice because Ashley found us a dog park just a little ways to the north of us. Had to come up about an hour north to find a dog park. They love to get to run off leash for a little bit. Right, Willis? Woohoo!
Willie's tired. He was just running. Laurel! Come! Laurel! You can see how well she behaves. How well her recall is. Laurel, come! Laurel, come! It could be worse. Come on! Woo! It helps. It helps that I have liver. Sit. Willie's a good boy. And Laurel's a good girl. Woo-hoo! Look it. It's got a little lagoon there. A couple acres, I think. And then across the way, there's some houses right on the lagoon. Pool house and stuff. Nice little dog park.
So that was really good. We got to let the dogs run. They really needed to get the energy out.
Oh man, I mean, Laurel would go from one end to the other, and then Willie would, they both got some good romps in, because it had been quite a few days since they'd been able to really let loose.
Yep. And we did find that there was a Amazon locker up that way, so we were able to pick up a couple packages at the same time. And yeah, we got a couple more days here at Peace River, so we'll see what kind of other weathers we can figure out.
Yep, and then we're heading a little bit further south, so yeah. Anyway.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. We appreciate you watching. Hope you give us a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. And hope to see you on the road.
Bye.